click this button and say, yo, what up? All right, we got a deck doc here. Shoto 4. Let's go see what they said. The goal is to set up enough seal and momentum to just have fun with attacks. Do big damage. Feel free to do it without me if you haven't already done the Water Jiro 2 list. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, let's rock it. So, Death Todoroki 4. Death Todoroki 4. So coming out the gate, I think that this guy is like perfectly inside of like B- tier. I think that this guy, when he finds the nuts, is like crazy. He's like he's like crazy good. But when this guy doesn't find the nuts, it's very hard. It's very, very hard. And so here's what I'm going to do. Is this a range card? This is ranged. That's so interesting. Okay, so I have to add some cards that I think matter inside this deck. Yeah. So let's talk first off about the death attacks. I'm going to put critical role cards in here because you have finger daggers in here. Right? You've got finger daggers, merciful, like, because this is a standard deck. Yeah, so I'm going to put critical role cards if I so choose. Big freaking explosion. There's no reason we shouldn't have this guy. Battle or Release is a ranged card. And obviously you can disagree. Whoa, is this character actually the destruction character I've been looking for? Interesting. BFE is so yoked. I agree fully. I think this card is very good. You only need to have one range card to get your combos happening. This card at a 1 of accidentally does huge damage. This might be it. I'm a Stylus Strike fan, but it just might not be where it's at. Repeated Seal Toss. This card does say after you check it, seal a card. And we are going to be playing the other Night Eye card. Because I think that card is very good right now. We're just double checking all of the ones that we could be playing. Ally Echo. I think this is it. I think that there's not much more else we could really hope for. Flamethrower. Man, I think this card is so cool. I'll put it in, but it's for sure getting cut. Okay. Let's do actions assets. I think the number one thing that I want to do with the number one thing I want to do with your list is I just want to cut all the copies of Hero's Upbringing. I think this card is not very good. I don't think you have the hand size to allow you to play this card. And the fact that like it only works, let me double check it, right? It says seal all cards in both players' card pool and momentum. He doesn't care about cards being sealed in the momentum or sealed in the card pool momentum. He cares about them being sealed in the stage, right? Go for the win. Okay. I'd like to stay with the range package preferably. It stops Togoro and Asui. I just don't think you've got the hand size to run it, is the biggest thing. Like, I'm down to keep it. I'm here for it. I'm here to keep it. We should look at you. You just build a card, which is kind of good in our character. Typically block an attack, it deals no damage. It's a sideboard card at best. After it's destroyed? No. I always put this card in my deck, and I've started cutting it, and I'm sad about it. Frightening calm display of power, settling old debts. If you do it on Togoro's second move, it could effectively half block his third, fourth, fifth, and sixth move. I get what you're saying, but you can't block with it, right? A sixth of your hand is to use this ability, right? You destroy a foundation. This card stays in your card pool and is a sixth of your hand. Normally, it's a third of your hand whenever you're defending, right? And the thing is like, Todoroki could just stop, right? Like, he doesn't, like, or his moves are big enough without his own damage pump, right? He does a battle release and he just kills you with it. I am not here for it, but if we like it, then we like it, you know? There's nothing we can do about that. Okay, goes. Syndic gets the 4 of. You need to play the foundation that when it's destroyed, it's sealed. I don't think that card is where it's at. I really like the big fall. I like that this card is not unique. Wait, this card's not unique. This card, if I really wanted to do stage terrorism, this is the card. Whoo, that's cool. Okay. The big fall, always cool, is a very good one. Keeping beat. Okay. Oh no, I didn't want to do a bunch of deck talks tonight, but it looks like that's what we're doing. Hey, this card is very good in the meta right now. Hey everybody, this one says if they discard this card with Mob Strike, you get to draw 2 cards, which is pretty okay. I can't make you, but you didn't do it last week. Didn't I do it Monday? I did a bunch. I did like 9 or 10. But I understand. It's okay. Snack time is good. Because if we play trade size, we can blow it up, roll for the races. Oh, I like that. Stop theorizing mass foundation destruction. I can't help it, man. It's my vice this set. They came out with a bunch of cards, and it's just all I want to do. They came out with those ones, and it's all I want to do. Okay. So, when I'm here, and I look at the attacks that we picked, right? Here's our highs, okay? Here's our lows. Here's our mids. We'll look at our difficulties. It's 10, so half of our attacks are 5 diffs. This one is also a 5 diff because it can only be played as the combo, right? You can't play this without the combo. So we actually have 14 of our cards as 5 diffs. Kind of, asterisks. So I think it's interesting that we are not playing Battle Aura Release. I think this card just does too much damage and hits the 5-speed threshold too easy with Todoroki, and sometimes becomes just a 6 for 6 that gets even bigger, right? I'm broke. Hey, then that means it's gone. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I need to kill all these 5 diffs. He says as he wants to put in big freaking explosion. So Stylish Strike being the low block versus Merciful Volley. It gets speed equal to the highest difficulty. I think that you're probably going to be higher on Merciful Volley than on the Stylish Strike. But man, I really like this card because it's another high zone. But I guess like your other big kill conditions is a low. Was aiming for more of a budget list that I have to build 2. You have to build 2 of this exact list? Why is pitching in our deck? Okay. Let's go back to the attacks, right? One for me and one for my sister who requested a Shoto list. Makes sense. Makes sense. So when it comes to the attack cards, I really like Punisher's Beam into Malefic Grenade, but I think Punisher's Beam into Charring Flurry is just better for this character. Truthfully. I think it's just better. I think what I want to do is I want to figure out how to get rid of either Frozen Slide or Provisional Pursuit. Because the best opener is just Punisher Beam or Charring Flurry. Those are just the good openers. And so I want to get rid of Frozen Slide and make it literally anything else. Make it Mop Strike, right? Because Mop Strike being played second, like, makes sense to me. Vile Seizing makes sense to me, right? Like, this card is just as good. It could be Tray Size, just because it's a 4 diff, not a 5 diff. Although it doesn't, it is normally 10 damage. I like Provisional, and Vile isn't ranged. You only need 1 ranged card. I guess Provisional says that you want another ranged. So I guess you have to do the whole range package. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, the other idea that we could do is we could do 1 cut Frozen Slide. It's gone. 1 BFE, just because this card just closes out games too well. And then it could be just like 2 Stylish Strikes. Or it could be, I mean, 1 more copy of each Finger Dagger's Merciful Volley. I know that I got rid of your mid blocks, but you've got some here. It could be Tray Size as well, right? It'd be like 2 copies of Tray Size, 1 more Finger Daggers as like the idea. And we're back, we're at 21. You were at 20? Maybe 1 of Tray Size? Difficulty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now. Budget. So Tray Size is out, is what we're saying. Because if Tray Size is out, then it's just Finger Daggers and Merciful. How do you feel about the BFE? If you buy 1 of the Critical Role starter deck, you get 2 of each, or you get 2 of them, one for each deck. I think that this card is way cooler to play. I'm going to cut 1 Hero's Upbringing. And I'm going to play Showdown. Because I think this card is super needed. I think this card is super, super needed. I'm going to force in Battle Arena. This card wants momentum. This card wants momentum. This card does not. Just kidding. This card wants momentum. We want momentum. We're very momentum hungry in our deck. Battle Arena fulfills that and is 2 momentum. Okay. We have to play for Seal of Approval, and I think that this is the reason that this deck is playable now. Seal of Approval actually says that if you play Seal of Approval and they play an ability on it, you destroy a foundation for all your moves to get 2/2, which is like crazy. Sometimes if they like they play one and they have 3 copies of like Nice Try on their board, right? Like this card is so good. Ready? Like they have 3 copies of Nice Try on their board. They respond at the start of your turn to ready 1 of them. You respond and you seal all 3. And then you Todoroki to seal whatever cool card you want. You have 4 cards sealed and you've done nothing. You destroyed a card and all your moves get +3/+3. You just kill them. Seal Approval has to be in every Todoroki deck, and I think it's the reason why death is just the symbol now. I don't think that fire and water are real. I think Seal of Approval, it just does it. Just like pushes it up over the edge. And also, This card is so good versus Mop Strike. And Mop Strike's everywhere. It's all over the place. Okay. When I look at block zones, what's our block zones look like here? 65 cards, and I added 4. That makes sense. Added 4 mids. Okay. When I look at mids, I didn't know that card existed, and I pulled 4 of it that I traded away. Or actually, that I traded away. Yuck. All right, pitching in is a bad card. I get that it's a 1 diff. I get that it's a 6 check. There's better things that you could be doing with your time. You're already playing 4 syndicate target. That's enough 6s. I think equipment demonstration is a beautiful 2 of. I think it's a good 2 of. And from there, I have put you back to 61 cards. When I look at difficulties, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 is cool. It is also ranged. What is ranged? The foundation? That's not good enough to play. I think blocking and sealing one of their things on their turn is not very good. Like, it's fine, right? That is icing on the cake. It is not something you should be looking for. You should be like, wow, that happened to work. As opposed to like, holy shit, this is where I'm at. That's how I feel, at least. A lot of zeros. I don't think we need the priceless negotiations, but maybe we do. Maybe is there? Oh, it's Botan's coaching is the other one. I'm gonna cut this down to a 3 of, and I'm gonna see if we can find something with a little more substance. Right? Like, I'd rather have like a 4th settling all debts just to draw more cards. This card is super good. All smiles. After your rival plays the same ability on the second or greater, destroy it. After rival, I would rather, instead of all smiles, this should be, if you want to destroy foundations, it should just be the critical role card. We're going back, all the way back. We got to go back. Prank War. It should be 2 of this. This card's a 6 check that does the same thing and doesn't have them. It's a 6 check that's playable while committed and is better. It's just, it doesn't say that they get to do it more than once. They do the thing and you just blow it up. And it's playable while committed and it's 6 check. It's nuts. Back to difficulty. I'm not in love with Embrace the Past. I think that this card could be something else, but I don't necessarily know what it could be, right? Like, Always Cool is, like, really good. It could be, if you didn't care about the block zone, it could be more Keiko's aids. It could be Defying Fate to allow you to actually block some things, because currently you've got no speed hate in your deck. Like, actually none. You've got Surviving the Final, and that's it. Right? And so, like, Embrace the Past becoming some number of Defying Fate, like, might just be worth it. Yeah, because there's not a ton of other speed hate besides just, like, I have a lot of foundations. I have a lot of foundations is just the thing. It's either that or it's Averse to Water, right? I think Averse to Water might be better. Averse to Water is definitely better because it also gives minus damage. This is just the better card. All right, we're going to do... I'm going to get rid of Embrace. And we're going to do triple Averse to Water. Still at 61 cards. We put in a little bit more draw power. Right? And we put in way better sealing. Yeah, I actually, like... I might take a version... Man, I actually think that I might take Destruction Todoroki to the grind next week. Punisher Beam Todoroki seems kind of nuts. Punisher Beam Big Freaking Explosion Todoroki. Like, even this thing 2/2 is fucked up. Just try to kill him. I dig it. Okay, I think this is it. I think this is probably where I would be to start playtesting and see what you like and what you don't like. I think I like this list a lot. Yeah. Boom. Crushed it. Imagine giving it 4/4 though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They play a dumb thing, you're like, seal it. This card also says that when they play their defensive tricks, if they have other ones, they just don't get to do them, right? And this card's so good in the meta right now. All right. Hey, Drop. Thanks for your patience, man. I do appreciate it. I'm going to ship you a list. Have fun with it.